On. The camera is also recording.
Stunning.
Okay, so this is going to be like a chat between me and you.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Hi everyone.
Are we going?
Yeah. This is the awkward bit, the intro and stuff. Yeah. So I've Karla here with me. If you don't follow Karla, I'm going to put her handle up on the screen on Instagram. Like, your Instagram makes me shit myself on a daily basis.
I thought you were going to say your Instagram. I was like, what's wrong? I was like, what's wrong?
Like, do you ever feel pressure to be funny on Instagram?
No, because my life is so disastrous that there's no issues. Like, there's no issues. I don't have
no
to be
issues
funny,
with content creation.
Things happen to me every day.
Right.
All the day.
There's loads of content there.
It's just because I'm really dumb.
No.
Yeah.
You are like the least dumb person I fucking know.
But dumb things happen to me because I don't think things through. No.
Would you class yourself as an influencer?
No.
Do you have influence?
Yes. But it's oh no. I take that back because I feel like
the word influencer is
no, it's not about the fucking word. Like, we get over the word influencer. I think a lot of people are like, I don't like being called an influencer, but I do think I've influenced in a nice way, in the way that, like, I've had people get onto me. Now, I don't think I've tons of influence, but I think that people have, you know, contacted me and been like, that recommendation, or I tried that thing that you told me to, or, you know, and fab, loved it.
Is there anything sticks out in your mind that's been like,
I hate talking about that.
what do you mean?
I hate being like, at one time a woman spoke to me and told me that I changed her life. Do you know what I mean? I'm really
I get it. No, but like some of the messages you get, it is embarrassing. But like, I got one yesterday. A girl, she was influenced by me to go to the counsellor. That's pretty fucking amazing.
That's cool.
That's the kind of influence I like. Or I'm now more conscious of my like recycling because of you. That's the kind of influencing that I think fucking matters. Something that's actually going to make a difference to the planet, even if it is only small.
Yeah, a hundo. I totally get that. But I do feel like we're at this level where people are like, and they wrote this amazing message to me and it's incredible and it's how they feel about me, and it's like they feel that way about you. It was a private conversation, they sent it to you to tell you that you were doing a good job. Don't feel like you need to share it.
Yeah.
Do you get me? That's how I feel. So that's why it's like, yeah, there has been things that people have wrote to me and I've been like, oh, that's fab, but I've never had the desire to share it.
And I do share it. I don't know why I do.
Yeah,
I've
never. Yeah, see, I just feel like people are.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like,
yeah, I think it's so kind of like, by the way, guys, I'm doing a good job. Continue, and you're like, no.
Now, the one thing I won't do is like, say if I donate to charity or something, I wouldn't post about that.
No, and it does give me the heebie-jeebies because I feel like getting involved with charities is something that has to come from within, otherwise it won't work. And otherwise it won't be a consistent thing. It'll be something that you'll be like, guys, I'm doing this for Make-A-Wish, and then you never hear about it again.
It's glory seeking.
Really fast, by the way. And it is glory seeking. It literally is. It's so it's so fucking cringeworthy to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm allergic. I'm literally allergic.
Yeah. If you do something for the greater good, but post
keep it to your fucking self,
it loses the good.
But unless there's like, say when I was doing the master, or I was trying to do the masterclass for the homeless, my homeless period, which was a nightmare, by the way, because you have to get Garda vetting and do all those other kind of things. So it's still a process that I'm working on now. Because obviously Christmas happened and we were trying to get one done on, I think, Christmas Eve or something. It just wasn't, it was just wasn't happening. It was like lol gas.
Oh, KarlaK.
Yeah, no. And that's typical me. I was like, let's do it now. And they were like, okay. But no.
What star sign are you?
Cancer.
Does that mean you're like oh my god, let's do it, and then, oh no wait, that wasn't really a great idea?
I think Cancer is more like I don't think that would be a typical Cancerian thing. I think it's a typical Karla thing, where like if I have something in my mind, I try and act through. That's why so many things go wrong for me. Okay. Because I get like an impulse.
But a lot of things go very right for you. Like your masterclass was like so.
Yeah, but it totally wasn't planned well enough. You know what I mean? Like, totally.
But was it a success in the end?
Yeah, I loved it and I loved doing it, but I caused myself a lot of unnecessary stress by doing it. Okay. Do you get me? Yeah. It was like I caused myself some serious heartache by trying to bang it together. Very lucky for the people that I have around me, because they just know. They're like, that's not possible.
Contacts, girl.
Yeah, they're just like, it's not possible. It's more the fact that they put me back into my box, and I'm like,
big dreams, but then told them to pipe down a little.
Pipe dreams. Absolutely.
We get cracking and see what people want to hear about.
Hundo. I like your cover. Sorry.
Thank you. It's from Berga.
Enchante too. This? Oh, I'm getting ready.
Okay, so a lot of people are asking about, okay, do you go to like blogger events?
Yeah.
Okay. Clicks.
Yeah, they are there. Yeah, they have.
See, right, gloves are off. sometimes I see people doing these, like influencers doing these Q&As, and someone will always ask about clicks and is it a bitchy environment, and most people say no, and I'm like,
such a lie.
Such a fucking lie.
The biggest lie.
Oh!
But on the flip side,
now there are some amazing people.
I'm gonna to play devil's advocate to that.
Go.
I think in this industry, because people are going to talk about you, I think people feel protected with their friends. So it's only natural for them to, just like if you went to a normal event, it's only natural for you to stand in the corner with your 3 or 4 mates.
So everything is
judging people. Because that's what we do.
Yeah, that's true.
As humans. So I do feel like, in a way, yeah, but it's a fucking lie. There's clicks. There's 100% clicks.
Of course. And some people who would be speaking to you but looking over your shoulder at the same time. Is there someone more popular walking in?
And they've done well from it. Congratulations to them.
I feel like
they've done some serious bits. Like,
I think it'll come around.
Oh, it will. 100%.
I think
like 100%. Yeah. I just feel like, you know, to be a person in the industry, but to be a person in any industry, you have to know who you are. And if that's going to be, you know, if you're going to be compromising yourself and maybe fucking things up for yourself in the future, then so be it. Like, off you go.
I think it's absolutely gas. So I've received some like SP stuff recently, some brands work.
SP, just say sponsors.
Sponsorship lately. And I've gotten like a touch of flack. I've gotten a touch of flack, like Laura's after standing out. But what people don't realise is, right, I've been doing this for 5 years now. I have burned fucking bridges with both colleagues in this industry and fucking brands. By speaking my truth, by being honest. Why would I throw all that away for a quick book? And let me tell you, it's not a big fucking book. It's not a big pay. It's not. I'm very cheap.
Because people are quick to jump on what they don't understand.
Do you remember we had this conversation a while back? I don't know if we can leave this in. Leave this in. Remember, people are glad for you until you.
Oh yeah, they're happy until you make them. No, we leave that in. Fuck yeah. No, absolutely. But I do feel like
people are rooting for you until you become successful, and then it's like, oh girl.
Like,
and when I say people, I say a very small percentage of people. Would you agree? What percentage would it say?
I'd say 50.
What percentage of your following hate you?
I don't know. I would say.
I like the way I asked that, as if she's gonna have a fucking answer.
No, I don't know. I think I am on. I'm on the. I don't have enough of a following to be offensive enough. Do you get me?
Oh, you do.
I don't think so.
Oh, you do. What do you
I think once you hit 20k, I think 20k and up is where the gloves are off. Yeah, I do. I feel like I'm under the radar still. I feel like
I'm not busy.
I still see stuff about me, and I'm like, fuck you. But like, I'm like,
just to get to you.
Sometimes it depends on what they're saying. If they're saying anything about my work, yes. If they say anything about me personally, I'm like, you're not wrong. It's like, oh, you're not wrong. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, probably true.
Okay.
But I think, you know, Ellie Kelly.
Yes.
How does she do it? Because it's heartbreaking. Like some of the stuff. Like some of the stuff that is written about her and said about her, and I think it's also the age group that follow her. But some of the things,
younger.
That poor fucking girl, I'm just like, oh my lord above. It's like, how does Kaylee get away with it and Ellie doesn't? Do you get me? It's just, it's mad how
what people... What is it?
What is it? Is it like...
I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, actually.
Hundo would love to know. Because what is it about, like, there's just certain people that people are like, oh, fucking, do you know what I mean?
And I kind of... And I'm a devil's advocate. Yeah. And a bit of a moment of honesty here. Yeah. I used to hate follow people.
I think we all have at some point.
They would get under my skin and I'd get into a bad mood. I'd be jealous of what they're getting. And then I realised this
Rosemary McCabe did something about that last week. She was saying about how she was jealous of another podcast because Pip Pals, aka It Gals, she'll leave that in. We know, like she was like saying she didn't want to name the podcast itself. I don't know why she didn't. She should have just been like, here, It Gals, I'm fucking furious. I mean, because I'm jelly. Yeah. But she came out and she was like, I'm really jealous. Like, I'm super jealous of the fact that they are making this amount of money and they're doing so well.
Fair play to her for having the balls, actually. I would never.
I was like, do you know what, Rosemary, you're not wrong. Because I was just like, it can be. Sometimes I see people and I'm like, but then I'm like, no.
Or when you like hear about their rates and they must be making that money.
Yeah, but at the same time,
money isn't everything.
Money isn't everything, and I feel like it 100% helps, and it helps. But what people don't understand is it does help content creators do their job better because they have more like I would if I was making the quid that some of the American people are making, there would be reviews every day, there will be mad content flying. But I'm not, and I have to go to work.
You'd be hiring editors, you'd be hiring photographers.
But like there'd be so much to like
fuck's sake, delivery.
What were we talking about?
Oh yeah,
money.
Money. That's another
Dollar.
question, actually. Sorry, I'm gonna go and see what there is there on that.
Dollar bills. Was that a question? God,
No, some people were really like.
But in a way, I'm kind of like, yes, open the floor. Because
See,
in a way, I'm like, there should be some more. Should there be transparency? No. In certain
I don't
ways,
know
because my dad wouldn't be like, I'm an accountant and I'm
Exactly,
making
I
this
don't
much money, you know.
Okay, the gossip pages. Are you a member of them?
I am. Yeah, I am. I'm
I
guessing
was.
you're talking about Galaxy Snap and
No, I was in Galaxy Snap, but I
messaging.
left because it's just like reading nice things about yourself is unnerving.
yeah.
I think.
Oh no.
Just don't talk about me. I put myself out there, so it's a bit oxymoronic to say,
Yeah, it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
don't talk about me. But I'd rather just talk about me in your WhatsApp groups. Bitch,
Oh
let me
yeah,
know
I
what
say
you
that all
want.
the time. If you're gonna put something out, like I just.
Be willing to say to someone's face.
I think we talked about this last week as well. I'm on the verge now of leaving them because I just feel like it's the same
Are
shit.
you achieving anything from them?
No, absolutely
learning
not.
anything?
No,
Adding to
definitely
your
not.
life?
No, God no. And I think that's what we were saying.
But I know it's hard to leave because you're like, I don't want to miss out either.
But then it's like, what the fuck am I missing out on? Do you know what I mean? Someone having a moan about somebody else's shit that I probably... And that's another thing, but I don't think that they realise they're actually contributing a lot to that person's popularity.
Because people are going over for a goo.
Because people are going over for a goo, which means the only way you can affect someone who you do not like is by pretending they don't exist. I'm going to say that twice. The only way you can ever affect someone that you don't like online in this industry is pretending they don't exist. Okay, had to say that. Because it is the only way that their, I suppose, business will be affected.
Yeah, because
if you think
one
that
like,
they're,
one view contributes to 100 likes, 100 views contributes to 1,000.
you fucking
and that's-
talking about them as contributing
And that's
to
why
to
brands
traffic.
are coming and saying, okay,
They know,
Here's
but
our
like
point.
I think also a lot of the times in this groups you see stuff like, how do people follow them? How is anybody still following that person? And it's like, are you fucking thick?
but you
Like,
obviously still are.
You were just talking about why people are still following them because they don't want to miss. They want to see the drama. They want someone to rip. They want to send it into their group chat or their private chat or their forums, and they want to rip about it.
I've had a few threads about me on those pages, right? And 2 were started by the same person, like
Yeah.
a year and a half apart,
Yeah.
about how fucking annoying I am. And I was like, wow.
They're not wrong.
Okay. I'm sure I do annoy plenty of the people who follow me, but I'm sure a few people like me. But that's regardless. I was like, why are you still watching me a year and a half later if I really get under your
But that's
skin?
human nature.
Yeah.
So I do feel in a way, sometimes I'm like, if you don't fucking like it, don't fucking follow me. And then I'm like, no, please do. Because you're actually contributing to
Yeah,
like,
I get it.
my
yeah.
popularity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And in fairness, whenever threads are brought up on those things about you, you do get a load of followers.
You do,
And some
100%.
stick because they're like, do you know what, actually she's alright.
Hundo, like 100%, like
Yeah.
100%. And it's weird, like I've only seen, I'd say 3 threads that have been quite negative toward me. And
That entire thread.
yeah, sure. Well, I suppose.
I noticed a trend, and we've already discussed this. I've noticed this trend that when you're not as popular, everyone's like, she's amazing, she's amazing, she's amazing.
Oh yeah.
And then when you start, oh, she's getting a bit big for her boots.
Yeah, but that's because we like to put the glass ceiling on people.
True.
It's like back into your box.
True.
And that is something that we have a massive issue with, and that's something that sometimes I've had an issue with in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had to really rethink. But I think this is a massive thing as well. People are allowed change. They're allowed to change. They're allowed to change their mind on things. They're allowed to have a different opinion after a year.
Yeah.
They're allowed to come around. They're allowed, uncome around. You are allowed as a human being, and I feel like we demonise women for having a different opinion than they used to have.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, you said that foundation was your favourite foundation last year. I'm a fucking makeup artist. I use around 20 foundations a year. I'm just telling you my opinion. And that's
And my favourite today could be different tomorrow depending on my fucking
no.
skin.
Yeah,
as well.
but it's like-
that's very small scale.
But it's like, especially in the realm of influencing and stuff like that, and I think we need to refocus our strategy on if they use something that you don't like, it doesn't mean they're a liar. It just means it didn't work for you. And that's why
we were discussing tans here 5 minutes ago. You were saying you didn't like X tan, and I was like, well, I actually really did like it. It's different skin. Of course it's going to be different.
Yeah, but people don't want to take that into consideration. They want to be like, no, she told me now that was
And
going to
she's
clear
a
up my
liar.
rosacea. And it did fucking nothing actually. So I'm fuming. She's a liar. Like, no, I'm actually not.
Yeah.
It's just what happened for me. And I always say this, I hate the disclaimer, the big fucking disclaimer, but sometimes it actually has to be done. You have to be like, this worked for me, this is for me, myself and I. This is me. But
your
people,
skin looks fucking amazing.
I got a facial, thank you so
No, it actually looks like the glow. I'm like,
well, thank you.
Amazing.
I'm a little bit red.
I'm ovulating, so that's why I'm kind of shiny.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Oh. Yes.
Next one. Now this is how do you deal with pushy companies without dirtying your babe? Girl, my babe is filthy. Filthy.
Super easy, I just say I'm not interested.
Oh, what was the question again?
Huh?
How to deal with pushy companies. As in, I took that as meaning like companies that are like pressuring you to post a positive review or to take down your negative one, as I've experienced.
Oh, fuck that. I've never had any experience in that because I just haven't. No, because what happens is I'm not at the point where I have these big back and forths with companies. I'm essentially like, it has had, believe me, and for any influencers, there's been plenty of things that I've said no to, and I've just been really nice, and I've just said, hiya, I'm either working with something similar that I'm happy with, or I don't have an interest in that particular product.
That's all very grand.
And it's all very, okay, thanks so much, like, we'll see you later. You don't have to say yes to everything, and I think it'd be great if people stopped saying yes to everything, because then I think companies would have to be a bit cleverer about what they do.
An ice cream company got in touch with me a few weeks
ago. Oh no, was the vegan ice cream company?
No.
Okay, then no.
Dairy.
Oh no. Pass them on to me, I'd love
Who's their PR person? I will.
Yeah.
I'll
love that.
Personally, I'll give you one example. I think I told you this one. You know who this was. I posted a review of a product and it was negative. That's not going to narrow things down because I have tons of negative reviews on this channel, so you're not going to be able to pin it down.
Imagine scowling.
Yeah. So I posted, it could be any of these 65 brands. So I posted the review and the brand owner from their private Facebook page DM'd my private Facebook page saying they haven't been able to sleep since my review. They've been crying on and off.
Okay.
And I literally replied like, I'm really sorry you feel that way, but my opinion still stands.
That's unfortunate.
That's really unprofessional. The brand owner.
Hasn't happened to me. haven't had that particular issue.
Do you reckon brands are reluctant to approach you?
100%.
Oh, fucking same.
I don't blame them though. I don't blame them. I'd be a bit like, oh fuck, here we go. Do you know what I mean? I would be.
If you were a brand, would you be the same with you?
Yeah. I think if I believed in my product, no.
Say,
yeah, if I believed in my product, no. I'd literally be like, I wanted that person. I wanted to go there.
Yeah.
Because I've had experience in PR. Obviously, that's my background, and I've seen it work wonders. I've seen that whole, well, this didn't work for you. This will. And that happened with me with Coca Brown. You can leave that on, I don't care. Coca Brown, when I did my awful, if you haven't seen it, it's my tan disaster.
Is it on your highlights?
Yeah, it's on my highlights. My tan disaster, I used Saint Moritz, and I was saying in it that it had grabbed to a certain area, and I was saying that always happens with Coca Brown. And Marissa actually messaged me personally being like, oh no, I'll actually send you out our new version of our tan, which is the ultra dark, one of my favourite tans now, funnily enough. And I'll send you out our tan remover, which they just launched.
That's
which I thought was excellent PR.
It is, that shows confidence.
But there you go, it shows confidence, which I'm sure she has confidence in her original shade, but it just didn't work for me. And that was, I thought, was a great example of how to do PR properly.
There was nothing more refreshing than a brand who actually wants your feedback.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed for you to stick your head up their butthole.
Yeah, 100%.
Really refreshing. Not very common these days.
No, because there's I do feel like there's a million people you can put, like in Ireland, it's such an oversaturated market, influencers are, that you can find someone who's going to like your product just to stay on your list. I used to do it back in the day.
If you saw around my room right now, you'd realise that I don't give a shit about being on lists anymore. Like, there's so much.
No, and I think at the start you're a bit like, oh, it was nice.
The novelty wears off very quickly.
Nice, it was good, okay.
Some people are asking about money, like what kind of pricing. Some people are actually blatantly saying how much do you earn from it.
Oh.
Lol, no. And some people are just like, can you give a ballpark figure of what people are making?
Yeah.
It can be anything from 30 cents a month to
300 grand.
Irish, I don't think anyone Irish is making 300 grand.
A year there.
Are you talking about business owners with brands? We're just talking about affiliate linking, sponsorships, blah, blah, blah. I don't think anything.
Affiliate linking, sponsorships, yeah.
300 grand.
300K.
Are you serious?
Now, probably 3 people, but still, there. You have no idea. Them swipe up links, wow, they can accumulate. But the thing is, that's what people don't get. I'm like, oh my god, swipe up, cool. But sometimes I'll make €1 off a dress, but 100 people will buy that dress. and you've also put up an affiliate link to leather leggings and shoes that go with it as well, and random shite like that. Now, I have a rule of thumb with affiliate linking. I will never affiliate link something that I haven't worn.
Yes!
But apparently that's a thing.
But do you want to hear what else is a thing? Now this is tea. I didn't realise this is a thing until yesterday. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Now you'll probably
know what it is. Yeah, go on.
Buying clothing, showing it, trying it on, featuring it in a post, returning it. That's a fucking thing. Second of all, luxury makeup. There are some bloggers who are spending...
I'm Scarlett who does that.
Hundreds and thousands of euros. There's a couple of bloggers I watch and I'm like, how do they afford that? Because they don't have the following that would give them the money to make these, like €1,000 a week on like Tom Ford, Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona.
Who the fuck is doing that?
They're photographing it and returning it.
So they're is there feeds for... Is there feeds like for stills? Their feed isn't obviously for them to... I suppose in the
no
UK,
swatches.
or sorry, in the US, you can return anything, any single thing used. You can use it down to the nub. You can use it within 3 months. You can literally use the whole bottle of something.
Which is bizarre,
and I think creates a really fucking weird culture.
And it goes in the bin. It can't be used as tester. So these people won't necessarily even swatch them, they just return them.
Who's this person?
We'll talk later.
Okay. Okay.
I'm in the business of slinging dirt, but I'm not in the business of actually naming it.
Cleaning it up. You're happy enough to shame, but you don't want to name.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I don't want, that's bully behaviour.
Yeah,
sending people to...
True day.
What did you think of Bloggers Unveiled?
I have mixed opinions.
Bloggers Unveiled.
Well, it was me, obviously.
It was actually me for a while as well. Oh my god, it could have been the both of us.
Oh, I think it was us. It was Marissa Carter for a while, very random. It was Jen Hatton. No, I thought it was Jen Hatton, in all fairness I did. I thought it was Jen Hatton.
So Ireland is a small country, everyone knows everyone knows everyone's business, and everyone's a fucking detective. For them to keep their identity more or less anonymous was a fucking achievement. Sorry.
Bore me. Yeah, it was an achievement. I think that it opened the forum. I don't like where it went 100%, but I also can't say that in good conscience, because sometimes I was like screaming. Because it can be frustrating, especially for people that were doing everything the way that, like, organic content, organic growth, not buying followers, not photoshopping into oblivion, not doing things to make it out like it is a certain way. It was great for that way, because they were skating on...
The photoshopping bodies thing was the one thing that I was really like, fuck yeah.
I wasn't, because I was like, that's so obvious, but I forget how gullible people are.
Yes.
But
I can't spot Photoshop. I can't.
See, I can. I'm literally like,
Right.
Because I've seen it so many times.
Okay.
But I can understand now that for the person who doesn't necessarily give a fuck about Instagram and just follows a person, they would be like, wow, she's doing so well in the gym.
When her waist is smaller than her arm. I don't know.
It still happens. People are still doing it.
But we all look at these bodies on Instagram.
They're just actually getting better at it.
But no one's body looks like that.
No.
It might not necessarily be Photoshop. It could be strategic posing, strategic photography, lighting, and all the rest.
Nobody looks like they do in their Instagram photos.
No.
I don't look like I do in my Instagram photos. Like 100%.
Oh no, you do.
No, I don't. No, I don't. You don't have to lie.
No, you do.
Right here.
I've seen you in full glam, and you do look
similar, but I don't look the same.
Do you ever get conscious when you meet people in real life?
No, never. Absolutely ever. I go on camera all the time looking like this, so I don't give a shit. But like on my actual feed, obviously I put up the best of myself. Because I want to put up the best of myself.
Of course, who doesn't?
Although I have put up some fucking dodgy travel photos. Where I've been like on the back of a llama or wearing sandals and socks.
I bet the engagement was sky high on them.
Yeah, it was. But I don't do it to be like, oh my god, the engagement.
No. But people see it as relatable. Normal.
Yeah, 100%. But I do feel like, okay, right, and this is another thing. People want people to be relatable. The people that are shilling the luxury lifestyle, the pinch me, the my life's a dream, the I can't believe this is happening to me. This is the whole thing. They have the highest numbers, the highest engagement, the highest amount of watches. Because people they don't want to see real life. They actually do want to see fake reality. Look how obsessed we are with reality TV shows. We want to see the glamorous, the best. We love the juice, like when Chloe and Tristan. We want to see that. Yeah. But we also want to see them going shopping.
We want to see the life we can't have.
Yeah, we do. And that's the thing, because as much as people go mental about these girls having like, how does she have 200,000 followers, and how is she doing this, and how is she affording that for her house? You're fucking watching it because you're lapping it up. So as much as we say we want the real, we want the authentic, no, we actually don't.
I'm going to ask it, and I'm going to kick off with a confession.
Okay.
This is something I've never admitted before. I've nothing to hide. Influencers / bloggers / whatever, online social media people buying followers. I once bought followers. I bought 100.
Okay.
To see what the process was like.
Okay.
To see how easy it was.
Okay.
Do you want to hear how easy it is? I presume you know.
2 seconds.
Yeah, you go on, you give your card, I think it was €1.50 or €2. Would that be right?
Yeah.
For about 100 followers. I went for the smallest one, like just to see what the process is. So you pay, you do the PayPal thing, it's taken off your card, and they literally tell you within the next 10 minutes you'll get an influx of followers, and literally loads of like random foreign sounding names, no profile photo came and followed, and that was it. It was so fucking easy.
Yeah.
I've only ever done it one time. Just to see.
You go, girl.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the
50,
day, if I went and was fucking clever and bought myself, you know, 20k over a gradual period of 6 months,
you could have been.
I'd be a full-time stun hun, mua, makeup artist. Like I'd never give up working. I love structure too much. But
same, and I love my weekly paycheck. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
sorry,
exactly,
sorry.
100%. Yeah, and I just feel like I do like structure. Maybe if no, but I would have been clever enough to do that, just like they are, and they're rolling around.
What percentage of the larger influencers do you think have bought followers?
50.
Oh, more.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant of their followers are bought. 50.
Sorry. What percentage of the influencers have bought followers?
70.
I'd say even more.
Really?
I'd say 80-90%.
Really?
I'd say almost
Irish?
Yeah.
Or UK?
Both.
Yeah. There's so many UK influencers.
There's one particular in Ireland who has over 100,000 and they get like 100 likes on a photo. I mean, at least, like, if you're going to...
Oh yeah, I was like, if who? Who?
And I was like... But it's like, if you're going to like invest in your followers...
Beep? Oh my god, you are skilled.
Well, not really, it takes me about an hour.
Oh, you're like, where's the beep?
Yeah. And I have to cover my mouth with a black square. If you're going to invest in your followers, like just invest in fake likes to make it look fucking legit.
Literally, I'm like, if you're gonna do fake followers, do fake likes. Just keep it even Stevens. Like I was on a shoot,
they're getting
right?
Brand ambassadorships. They're getting, and they're charging massive money.
I was on a shoot, right? And there was a model who we were using who considered herself an influencer.
Right.
This was in the UK, okay. And she had said, you know, I'll do good rates and blah 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 blah, and we were like, all right, okay, grand. And she was like, because you know my following as well, I want to use this as part of my Instagram, grand, whatever else like that.
If I'm looking up there, I'm just checking pictures.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I went anyway. I had a little investigation of this model, and it was comical. She must have had 3 real followers. You know what I mean? Like not even her family were following her, but it was the confidence, the sheer confidence that she was like, I'll do a good rate,
so fucking slick,
and this is what's gonna happen, and don't worry about it because of my Instagram following. And you know, everyone's like, okay, whatever, you know, cool. And when I looked into it, I was actually wetting myself, and I remember just looking at her and being
she
like,
did it so poorly.
You're such a fucking beautiful girl, you could have done it yourself, but you're not arsed.
Put the graft in for a couple of months,
just put the graft in just for like a year and see how you get on, chicken. But she was so clever because she was, again, you know, buying likes and followers, so she was very clever in the way that she did it. A lot of the things is what people don't understand is a lot of these girls, they don't just go sit down and be like, cool, I'm gonna go buy 20,000 followers today. They actually go and buy them when they've been featured somewhere else. So say if they get, you know, a feature in a magazine,
so
or a feature,
like
so it looks real authentic, or they get a feature on like say a brand page like Huda Beauty or something along those lines, then they'll go
tear the website,
tear their website up, like absolutely off you go.
Yeah.
And
smart,
it makes, yeah, but I was like, at least there's been a bit of planning and preparation.
And then when you look up social blade, you can see they got a peak, but if you Google, then you see, oh, they got mentioned.
You'd be like, oh, that would make sense. Because I mean, at the end of the day, social blade I don't think works. Because if you look at me, and I'll use my platform in particular, you know, I did the tan review and I went up 6,000 followers after I did one dodgy tan review, just because of the coverage I got off everyone's. So you would have been like, she bought herself some followers there, and no one's going to make that connection in 3 years' time.
So that's interesting. Yeah, people buying followers, I mean, I can see why they do it.
Yeah.
You automatically become 10 times more attractive to a brand once you have surpassed 50 and 20k.
Yeah.
I've spoken to PRs about this before. I'm like, how can you advise, like PRs, it's their job to follow this shit, and I'm like, how can you advise a brand to go with X, Y and Z when you know that they're not going to get any return on investment from that? ROI, look at me speaking the jargon. ROI from investing in a collaboration with that person, and the PRs have almost all said, it's not us, the brand is telling us we want that person, or we want someone with over 100k no matter what.
But I think also people have this this idea of what it looks like to be in a PR company and what it's like to work in PR, and that there's like a hierarchy scheme, and it's like, we're gonna go for so Simi and Rosie, and if they say no, we're gonna go underneath it, and we're gonna go for Faces by Grace and someone similar, and if that doesn't work, we're gonna go lower and lower.
I'd love
and
to know
lower.
how it is actually, how it is
That's
strategized.
literally not it. It could be somebody being like, my mate's lower, I'm gonna get lower on the PR list.
Fair.
Done.
Done.
It's connections, and but that was the magazine world. That was the publishing world. These brand trips and these press trips were happening, but they were happening with editors and magazine editors and people in media that didn't have social media, or did have social media, but we just didn't follow them on a massive scale. So these things were always happening. Brands were always paying this money to do these things to someone, but now it's just shifted from private to public.
Are the girls on the scene all as friendly as they act?
What girls? Specify. And the answer is no, because no one's as friendly as they act.
I think you're friendlier than you come across. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah, no offense.
Yeah, no,
No, not that you come across badly. You come across like, say you come across like you might be on a scale of 0 to 10, you might be friendly like of a 5 or a 6, but in real life you're like a 7 or an 8.
5 or a 6, like middle.
That was such a weird way of like.
Yeah, I feel. Yeah, I can
you're
see that
friendlier.
for me. I'm better in person though.
There's so much crack. Like you're really good crack online, but you're like so much crack in real life.
Yeah.
I love our conversations. We were talking about loose vaginas last week.
Yeah.
We're talking now about, we've talked about like so much stuff.
Yeah, because
you know about like my sex life.
Yeah, exactly. But I like to have a chat, and I think I'm better having a chat with people. I see that. I think I am a little bit more personable. But I do think I have
You're
to
a little
distance.
you're not cold online, but you're a little colder.
I am colder. Yeah, I will say that. Yeah, I think so.
And you come across really funny online.
I come across very stern.
And you're no. You're really funny in real life too, but you're different funny. Yeah, I really like you.
Oh,
that's so awkward.
God.
No, I really like you as a person.
God.
Do you think Insta is going to burn and crash as Facebook did? It's going to have its day. Everything.
It'll have its day, but I don't think it's going to go quite down the Swanee as Facebook. I think what the problem was with Facebook is that it was asking too much. It was asking you to do this, do that, do the other, also do this, be part of the messenger, update your status, change your photos, add more friends, invite people, do work groups, do more things through it. Why don't you do some sums while you're at it? Let's get a pages manager. You can have a page about anything. It became like too much.
Yeah. Totally get that. Yeah.
But it became too much, and I think Instagram it still is just post a photo, put up a story, and I love the stories feature. The stories feature makes me so much happier.
On Facebook,
on Instagram.
I want to hear your opinion on this. Do you think Instagram is stories first and feed second? Because that's the way I think it's gone.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the feed is kind of...
Stories is 100% number one, and then feed. I don't ever put up shit on my feed anymore. I put up the odd photo.
I'm trying to at the moment.
Are you?
Yeah.
Go you. I should put up more, and I should be less think about what I put on my feed, but I think my feed is almost like my makeup page, you get me? So I've separated it, and I want, if people come on, or they want to book me like as a freelance makeup artist, or as for anything else, I want them to see. But then at the same time, my feed isn't like that, so that's a lie. I don't think I've decided what I want my feed to be.
And also I feel like there's an element of pressure there when you see people with these beautiful feeds, and you feel like, oh, my feed's gonna look like
my
shit.
feed looks like
But you know what? No one
shite.
gives a shit about these curated feeds or themes. No one gives a shit about those.
They are pleasing to look at.
They are, but... And I can appreciate a beautiful feed, but I don't think people give a fuck anymore. I don't give a fuck. Do you know of anyone that has been affiliated with a company that they didn't truly believe in? Yes.
Yeah. Was that the question?
That's the question. And yeah, of course there are. Yeah. Do you think there's room for new people?
Yeah.
There's always
so
room.
Much room.
It's more difficult now though. If you start your social media 5 years ago, Like anyone who had a blog 5 years ago automatically got loads of followers because it was such a...
No, but yeah, it was a small pool. Yeah, there was a small pool to pick from. There still is a small pool to pick from. I think if you want to be an influencer, know what you want to try and do. Stop doing shite that you've seen other people do, and we all do it. We all emulate other people. It's a natural thing. We try to emulate them, but you will be 1,000 times happier.
Stick to your niche.
In what you're doing if you do it with a bit of passion behind it. And that sounds so losery, but that is honestly the way that I feel. I feel like the minute I stop giving a fuck and I stop trying to do these images and like copy other people's like macros of my eye makeup looks and spending hours on a look, taking photos, realising I'm shite at taking photos, being upset about it, uploading it anyway, it not getting the engagement I wanted. The minute I started becoming myself and just being like, I don't give a fuck anymore, that also comes with age, is when my following got me and understood me. Because I mean, if you're gonna be a Mua, that's stunning. I'm chuffed for you.
People want a
There's
connection.
so many Muas.
With the passion.
So, like, if you want to whip out the latest Be Perfect palette and the latest this, that and the other and the latest, you know, whatever, and go for it, just make sure there's something different there, because I've seen a million blue eyeshadow looks. What makes yours different? Mm-hmm. What makes you, you?
I think caption is really important as well.
Oh, captions are so important, yeah.
Big time. A lot of people ask me about other influencers. I don't want to
But,
address.
like, it's such a weird one. Why are you asking that?
Because everyone, like, if people just want
you
to
know
confirm
yourself.
it.
You
People want to
know.
confirm
You
it.
know yourself. You know what people. You know.
I will say though, generally, I've met a lot of the biggest influencers, and the ones I thought would be the biggest weapons have actually been quite nice to me. Even they've been like, "Oh, hi, Laura," and I've been like, "How do you know who I am?"
I've worked with influencers, and some of them I've been like, and other ones I've been like, oh. And then
pleasantly surprised and pleasantly let down by.
Yeah.
Or unpleasantly let down by.
Or just kind of been like, you think you're it. Oh, so you really think you're it. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Cool.
God bless.
Oh, God bless.
So don't automatically, like, it's taught me not to take people as what I assume they to be just from their Instagram stories or Snapchat, because some of the influencers who I automatically assumed would be not nice were some of the nicest.
Yeah.
TBH.
Sorry, I'm just fighting someone on Twitter.
Okay, standard. Do I make a lot of money from influencing? No.
I've made €0.00.
That's a lie.
No, I have. I've made no money.
From affiliate linking.
Oh, sorry, I have. I've made €98.
And you think I wouldn't call this bitch out?
I've made €98 and you don't even get paid it until you hit 100.
Oh, so you actually, sorry. So
I'm on the
you're actually not lying.
So if somebody could please just buy one more thing off an affiliate link and I can get my €100. And maybe, I don't know.
But you know, €100 is better than kick up the hole as well.
Well, the €100 is fantastic. Excuse me, that €100 is going to go straight back into buying more shit. Like, let's not lie.
Reinvest.
Yeah, it won't be like put into my lovely savings bank for my lovely big gaff in Malahide. Like, it's not happening.
I was telling someone yesterday what I have been basically charging brands, and their head was in their hands. They were like, Laura, how can you charge that little? And I was like, oh. I just hate talking.
That's
I hate
your
money.
problem.
Like, what?
That's your problem.
You know, it is. And I don't rely on the money, which is really fortunate.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I love what I do.
I think to be successful, it actually, that's part of it. If you don't care the whole amount, you attract more people to you. It's like, oh, she doesn't care.
Well, I pay my bills, I pay my rent, I pay for everything, I pay for everything from my day job. Mm-hmm. The money I make from this is all reinvested, like laptops, cameras. It helps me pay the electricity bill because obviously the studio lighting sucks that up a bit as well. So I reinvest every penny I make from social media into social media again.
You go, girl.
Yeah, not that I make that much. I don't make bank, shall we say. If you could change one thing about the industry, what would it be? Oh, I know mine straight away.
That's a bit more difficult.
Can I do mine? Oh, you have one?
You do yours.
Mine is that every single fake follower be deleted straight away, so that we're all on a more even keel.
Oh, I love that.
Because suddenly we'd find ourselves mid-tier.
Yeah.
I fucking know we would. Me and you would be mid-tier then, as opposed to the micros. Definitely. I reckon some people who have 150
I don't mind not being a micro.
No, I know.
I live my life.
No, I know.
Do my thing.
But it'd be much more even keel.
Yeah, no, I think it would be more just like, I think it's kind of like, if we could see a way that rich people in the world, their daughters and sons and stuff didn't get into the best accountancy place because they knew some. I'm pretty sure everyone would want to take connections away and put everyone on a level playing field if they could. Mm-hmm. So I think that, yes.
It's not possible, but that's what I do.
It's not possible, but I'd love it.
What about you?
I think I'd love to see more transparency, but it's never going to happen. I'd love to see more transparency about like things that they didn't do. Do you know, like why they didn't do it, why they didn't take it, why it didn't happen.
I'd
love actually. Sorry, that's a fucking lie. Hold on.
No,
I want to change my answer.
No, I want to know what you meant by that first before you change it.
Like yeah, because I'd love I've loads of interesting stories as to why I said no to things.
And you'd like to share that?
No, I don't think I'd like to share it. I'd like to see, I'd like to see the silver lining for other people and why they didn't do it. You get me? Because I know myself why I didn't do it. But I think it'd be gas if somebody just turned around and was like, here, listen, it didn't work out because at the end of the day, the contract was bogus. They tried to do this to me. They tried to do that.
Did you see I had an issue with a brand last week messaging me about me posting a negative review? And I was like, I'll show you later.
Gas.
Yeah, she was drunk. I think she was drunk when she was messaging me. She was like, I know, very unprofessional.
Be so careful. If you have a brand, or if you have a little brand, or if you
don't take it personally.
Just, no, not even that. Just fucking don't be on your fucking Instagram.
Get a PR.
Just get a PR.
Right, what was your answer then? Sorry.
Oh, I forget. Oh, that's annoying.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm still fighting this person on Twitter. So.
What's going on?
Just someone put up being like, did anyone lose hella followers today? I lost 5,000 followers. And I have a friend who did it too. What's happening? And I said, getting rid of bots. And this person goes, not bots, real people. No, Instagram won't unfollow a profile for you, unfortunately. You can tell yourself that lie. It didn't happen.
I think that's it, Carla. I really enjoyed this. This was really like a podcast.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Just people can actually watch us. And they can see that we're not like... Would you like a sequel?
I think that we're like this.
No, but like you can actually
would you like a sequel? Would you like part 2?
Do you want a sequel?
What part 2 and 3?
Let us know if you'd like to see more of this. This is kind of the thing where you could like literally, this is going to go on YouTube now. They just press play and do their laundry or do.
Oh yeah, you don't have to look at us. You can just listen. Yeah, 100%. I prefer that. But I feel like people are more visual. I think they like to have something to look at. Sometimes.
Or even just glance over.
Yeah, this is perfect to be on your phone. You know, at night when you're like fuck this, but you want to be on your phone and you're like oh.
Because people want to multitask.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you might be interested in this. So I was speaking to someone who works in the industry. They were discussing with someone else in the industry who they were hashing out who they think has a really strong influence in Ireland at the moment that aren't the bigwigs.
Okay.
And the person told me that I was on this list, of course. Of course they told me that because obviously they're going to tell me that. But they told me a list of everyone who they thought had the strongest influence. What do you think that those people all had in common?
They're funny.
No.
They had under 30,000 followers.
Under 50. Everyone had under 50. Every one of them had a full-time job.
No way!
And every one of them were just normal Josephines.
Really?
Just weren't like super skinny Victoria's Secret. Everyone was just fucking normal.
Gas.
I'd say you're one of the strongest influencers we have at the moment.
I doubt that.
No, sorry. You have the strongest influence. I think you've pretty fucking strong influence.
Really? I don't think.
Have you not been astounded by when something sells out? That kind of makes it jolts me when I see something. Yeah. That couldn't happen because of me.
It does. It does. And people are like, oh, admit it. And I remember at my masterclass, some of the girls were like, admit it was you. And I was like, fuck off, you fucking But
I was like a modesty thing.
No, it's just a bit kind of like Scarlet for me. Because you would hate to turn around and be like, I single-handedly, me, myself, and
but it's the truth.
Like, you don't want to come across as your man, Gilderoy Lockhart in the second Harry Potter film, which I think is the perfect person.
I haven't seen Harry Potter. I know everyone has the same reaction when I say that. The bit is right there. Do I need to watch it? Apparently I've been told to skip the first one.
Oh, well, Gilderoy Lockhart is essentially what every Irish influencer is.
So before Christmas I mentioned their set on the Ren website and it sold out. Do I have to hashtag Ren Ambassador that? Whatever. And I remember thinking, that's a coincidence. The website must be glitchy. So I texted the PR and she was like, no, sold out, 250 units, gone.
Gas.
I was like, has to be a glitch. But that's kind of self-deprecating, I think, as well. You're like,
yeah, it's self-deprecating, and I like a bit of self-deprecation, like, you know me. But I think, yeah, you can be, I think there's, knowing that you're responsible and quietly being like, by the way, it's sold out here, you can pick it up here, and you can do this, that, and the other. And I think there's putting up fucking receipts for stuff and being like, another one gone, can you believe it? My code was used over 18,000 times. It's crazy, how has this happened to me? You know?
Yeah.
Gas. I said like, do you know what I said? Like, do you watch Kardashians?
Yeah.
It's me, Todd Cranes.
No.
Seen that episode?
No.
Auntie Chris, it's me.
No.
Todd Cranes.
I need to look it up.
Yeah.
It's a gas.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's my favourite.
We're gonna wrap this up then. What do you think of the green tea?
Yeah, it was nice. It's made me like not dehydrated. It's made me thirsty.
Really?
Very thirsty. Yeah.
Okay. I'll bet you so.
I was told today I drink too much sparkling water and I need to stop because it has sodium in it, and I was devastated. I was like,
by the facialist.
Yeah.
Seriously. Fuck.
I know. Me and my sparkling water. Me and Ray are gonna be fucking freaking out. I don't like water. I like sparkling water. It's refreshing.
You like that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. We're gonna wrap this up. Thanks for watching / listening. Let us know if you want to see more.
Yeah.
We've probably done the influencer thing. We have to go do something.
Yeah, I think people could talk all day about influencers because everybody has an opinion about influencers.
Do you reckon this will be popular?
This could be.
You don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if people's interest is still there. Just
like-
one more thing, people. I will say, and this is something I said to you, that if you are an influencer and if you've come across horrible threats and horrible people, that out of your influence or out of your following, out of those people, there will always be a certain cut of them that don't like you, and out of that cut there will be a certain cut of those
that really
don't like you, and then out of that group there'll be a couple that will be happy enough to publicly post that on a forum.
That's really nice.
Yeah. So
and it's hard to remember.
It's hard to remember.
Like you might get 100 lovely messages in a day,
and you remember the one person who was like, "You're an ugly fat cunt," and I'm like, "No."
Let's do a thumbnail. So what do you want to do? Just like
black tea. Like that.
Got it.